and girls, Doofuss Dingle here. How are you doing today? Are you doing okay? Are you doing well? Do you feel good? Do you feel like giving out a lot of warm fuzzies to everyone today? What with that asteroid close flyby that's coming today and that large meteor that fell from the skies in Russia, I thought you might want to have some of that denial tea handy. Because, well, you know, these rocks from the sky are likely to happen a whole lot more often from now on. Possibly, anyway. Do you think so? And then a much larger object that could possibly alter the orbit of the moon or something like that? Well, you know, the ancients said that the moon was going to go out of its orbit, come closer to Earth. Boy, that'd be a real brain scare now, wouldn't it? Can you imagine the tidal waves if that were to happen? You might not want to be too close to the coastal regions. You might get your feet wet, you know. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there warning you to get away from the coastal regions, but I guess most people aren't paying any attention to that. Anyway, did you see the videos of that meteor strike in Russia? Damaged hundreds of buildings and well over 1,000 injured from the latest reports from the shock wave. And remember, boys and girls, that was just a tiny little rock. Could it have also been a warning, do you think? Anyway, the Russian military is now on high alert. They think maybe something else crashed, but they're not sure anyway. Is it possible it was something else? Not likely, but maybe. Anyway, it was interesting that the rock fell on 2/15/2013, which if you add it up across comes to the number 14, which is a number for something spiritually significant. And it came 4 days after the lightning strike on the Basilica, you know, in Rome, the same day that the Pope resigned, is the number for the world and creation, you know, number 4. Yeah, and if you were to include the 11th day, you know, the day he actually resigned, then you would have 5 days, and 5 is the number of salvation or redemption. Kind of interesting. Anyway, same day as Asteroid 2012, DA14, which is due to skim the Earth's orbit. That's very close, you know. Anyway, things probably begin to get a little interesting from here on out. Do you suppose we could be getting some warnings from the Creator? Do you think it's possible? You know, that he might be trying to tell us something, you know, from the other side, from that other dimension we've talked about? And don't forget Comet Ison. It now has a bright, bushy tail, and it's just inside the orbit of Jupiter. They say it could become the brightest object and the largest ever seen in the heavens. A tail that could stretch across the entire sky. Some are calling it the Christmas comet. Boy, that'd be something to watch, wouldn't it? And then we have President Obama, who's going to Jerusalem 6 days before Passover. Seems to me that the Messiah seemed to go up to Jerusalem 6 days before that feast, if I remember right. Could this be a mimic of some sort? Are the elite trying to tell us something, maybe? I don't know, but, you know, it could be possible, couldn't it, boys and girls? And don't be surprised either if we have an arrival soon from another dimension, posing as though they came from Orion or the Pleiades or the dog star Sirius, somewhere in that area. Yeah, the time is drawing close, and they will fool billions of people, you know, so don't fall into that snare. And don't forget, they will have more than enough proof with them to show us that they created us, they own us, and have returned to rule over us with a rod of iron. Sort of a mimic of the real Messiah, kind of a alien human government, new world order that they're going to set up. Strange, though, that it's all of this world, and everything about it is of this world. That ought to be a clue. Anyway, it's all part of what the good book has to say, you know. talks about this strong delusion. Yeah, the word strong means effectual, means a lie of the first magnitude posing as a real and actual truth, and it will be effectual, all right, because most people are going to embrace it. And then, did you see how the government wants us all to have IDs so we can't enter any government buildings? That we'd have to get permission from Homeland Security to even be employed? Or get food stamps if you need them, or health care if you need it, or open up a banking account or do any transaction that's financial? Well, boys and girls, seems to me that's just another noose around the neck to bring you into the soon-to-come mark of the beast system. Anyway, a little here, a little there, and the next thing you know, you're trapped. Better look out for that little snare as well. Seems there are a lot of snares out there, don't you think? Yeah, it seems like it. Take a look at that Middle East. Seems like they're all walking around in gasoline-smoking cigars. Could explode at any moment. Well, you might want to look up in the good book, Isaiah chapter 17, and then possibly Ezekiel 38 and 39, to get the drift of things over there. Remember, prophecy is not prediction at all, but it's actual fact. Anyway, keep your eyes open and keep your brain atoms spinning around there at high speed. Keep those little eyeballs shifting around to see everything that's going on. You don't want to fall into any of these snares now, do you? Well, this is Doofuss Dingle here, signing off. Have a good day now and get a good night's sleep so you can be a good member of the beehive now and be a good little slave. See you later.
Doofuss Dingle, you make me crazy. You make me mad. You make me so mad that I'm going to have to do something about it. Have you ever heard of the word drone? D-R-O-N-E. Have you ever heard of the word missile? Well, you know, it's okay to kill people now any way we want. Yeah, we are the leaders here in Washington. We do whatever we want, and you better listen, you evil, evil man. We're going to have to eliminate you. Do you understand, Doofuss?